It comes from this man, DeJounte Murray. Um, but what you got? Did you see any highlights from the Hawks game last night? That was a game where Trey Young actually went to the locker room because of an sprained ankle injury, and I tweeted with some guys just talking about. I was like, if you believe in I swear by high tops, but one of my friends, the one that I told you, who could have gone to Central Arkansas, played like AAU against Trey Young, Jalen Wilson, RJ Hampton, RJ Nemhard, etc. He always swore about, the fact that he swore that he read one day that it's scientifically proven there's no difference between high top and low tops. What? So yeah, in ankle support, there's no difference. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. That's nuts. Yeah, he said he read something that it was like it's all in your, like, the difference between the ankle support and a high top and low top shoe is very little to no difference, and it's in your head. That's what he told me.
I don't greatly feel about that from my ankle rolls.
Yeah, because he's never suffered ankle rolls, and he wore always low cuts, and I always would make fun of him. And I always wear high tops, and I would tie my high tops really tight around my ankle, because that's how I grew up, protecting. Either way, Trey Young leaves the game, and I don't know what happened, but this is what the fuck the Hawks should look like. Okay. I'm not saying that DeJounte Murray needs to be the leading scorer. No, but what I'm saying is how Trey Young played. Trey Young wasn't playing for himself for the first time, it felt like, ever. Trey Young went out there and was just looking for his teammates. Yes, he took 11 shots, but he only took one three-pointer. He was 5 for 11. He got to the free throw line, but he had 12 assists to go with 18 points. And yes, he had 4 turnovers, but it was really DeJounte Murray who was out there being like the leading scorer, and Trey Young was setting everybody up. John Collins went 3 of 5 from 3. Yes, 3 of 5 from 3. 60% from 3. He had 19 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks. Onyeka Okongwu, 11 points. DeAndre Hunter, 11 points. Trey, 18. DeJounte, 30. You got 10 from AJ Griffin, 16 from Clint Capella, 12 from Bogdanovich. This team shot 50% on only 26 three-point attempts. Got to the free throw line 20 times, made 19 of 20. Out-rebounded the Dallas Mavericks. And just every stat. This is what this team needs to look like. 8-man rotation, AJ Griffin, Clint Capella, Bogdan off the bench, with a little Jalen Johnson in there. What'd you think of this team? Did you see any highlights of this game?
I watched the game live, boy. I watched every Atlanta Hawks game live.
I don't know if you're being serious.
Yeah, I'm serious. What's up, every chatter? What's up, chatters?
Bruno, Larry Johnson, Smithsta, or Larry James, not Larry Johnson, Larry James.
My eyes would get weary. I think, well, this is like back-to-back games now where Trey Young has morning. I think Trey Young, I guess if they're going to win these games, I can't say anything, but yeah, Trey Young taking 11 shots.
Obviously, that's not what you want. You want Trey to take more. You don't want Trey to be the third option. Like, it literally went DeJounte Murray was number 1, John Collins was the number 2. The third guy who took the most shots was Bogdanovich, and the fourth guy was Trey Young. Okay,
I guess last night, technically, number-wise,
Trey Young was the fourth option.
He also missed a chunk of the second quarter because he rolled his ankle, and you got to give him props because 99% of the players in the league would have just left after that happened. He rolled over a photographer, but
is that actually? I didn't see the injury when it occurred. I tuned in after it had occurred.
Yeah, and Clint Capella's back now.
Well, so wait. So he rolled his ankle on a photographer?
Pretty much.
Okay, because on Twitter they made it seem like he rolled his ankle like shooting or doing a layup, like he just landed.
Yeah, on a layup.
Oh, and then he landed on the photographer.
It didn't look anything. It didn't look dire or desperate or anything like that.
Was it a freak instant or was it just a stupid?
Back to the locker room.
Yeah, you went back to the locker room. That's when I tuned in because I saw that Trey Young went to the locker room.
Freak instant, definitely not.
Like, was it just like happenstance or was it a stupid play by him?
I don't think neither nor. Like, sometimes this just happens. Like, Jabari rolled his ankle last night, and I think it just kind of happens. But I would have not
Well,
been
no, no.
surprised if
Sometimes
he came
rolled
in, and I
ankle,
wouldn't have been surprised if he came back in 3 games. Just 'cause
rolled
of his
ankles
ankle.
are sometimes the opposing defender's fault
Yeah, not
because
giving you the room. Yeah,
booyah, booyah. How many times do we see guys?
Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen's a good example. I think Giannis has done it a couple times. The
Oh
guys
yeah.
like,
That's a fucker.
where like this is just something like I'm a guy who plays pickup and I'm very aggressive and like I love defense, but I respect people's jumping room because I know if they're gonna let. I actually broke somebody's ankle and like we
Ooh,
went, yeah, went near my Greek league. I went up.
break.
Yeah, dude, I felt so bad. I was on defense and I went up to grab a board and I jumped in front of a kid and I out jumped him, but I think he was like, I don't know, but he jumped out after me. So when I landed with the board, he landed on my feet and I literally felt his ankle break on my foot. And like I took the board and like threw it like up the court and like this kid like literally just sat on the ground and like we had to stop the game and shit.
Yeah.
And like it was bad. It was bad. Like and like I had another friend in high school break his ankle, and I was like, I literally walked by. I was like, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm pretty sure I just broke this kid's ankle. Like I was like, dude, this is just an intramurals game. I felt really bad, but
I always think I break something, and it's always at basketball.
yeah, it's just because the kid
It's only
landed.
been one.
I like the kid landed on me, but yeah, no, like sometimes ankle injuries are the defender's fault, but. It was weird because you know what's weird about this Atlanta Hawks team is that we really thought that Trae Young, because he spent the summer working with Steph Curry, that he was just going to be like baby Steph this year.
Yeah,
like awful. It hasn't
quite turned out that way. No.
But do you agree that this is a team that if they can play like this? Obviously, shooting 50% from three, 57% from the field, that's uncharacteristic of them. But what I'm saying is only 12 turnovers. Okay. A team that they had 28 assists and they were just moving the ball. Everyone was getting involved. Like this is how the Hawks should play. They had 8 guys in double digits.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, 130 points is a lot, but still, this is a good team.
Yeah, Bogdan's played 20 games now, and that's when you kind of gotta be like, all right,
Bruno, I got like 8 hours of sleep for the first time in like years. So that this is what this hair is. Now, let's move over to
Larry James. Don't Tier's not going to talk to Aaron Fox. He doesn't stay up that late, and it also doesn't fit his mainstream narrative to talk about the Kings. So
no, we will talk about the Kings
in a couple months. So.
Okay, we'll talk about the Kings. I was going to switch over to the Wizards, but you're an asshole, and we'll talk Kings.
No one's ever said let's talk Wizards except for you on the whole planet ever at any point, even when John Wall was there.
Now you're just being rude.